Hello again, everyone. Welcome to the GTraderPro weekly stock forecast. I'm Gil, here with you every Sunday to help you get a head start on the trading week. Let's take a look at some of the key stocks that we're following, along with the upcoming events and some of the key setups we're going to be watching this week. Let's get right into it. We'll start off with Tesla. And let's just take the chart here. Got a lot going on with Tesla. Now, of course, we've got CPI this week as one of our major economic reports in focus. Many of the stocks that we're looking at here in the tech sector are in the process of weekly tops at one stage or the other in the process of weekly tops. These stocks are all coming off of monthly bottoms, which is the natural thing to do. So we've got our weekly tops coming in. Now, let's take a look at this Tesla stock. We've just come off of a very key support level for us, 228. We mentioned going long here back in April at the 228 price. Many of our traders, GTraderPro subscribers, bought Tesla, went long at Tesla to 228, and we were targeting 285 to 295. So we've taken our exits here recently. Now, Tesla has once again pushed up a little bit higher to test this key 308 level. This has been very important to me. We can go back here and see that we had a failure in February at the 308 level. So 308 is really important coming into this week. If Tesla could get above 308, close daily above this 308 price, it has a shot this week of reaching 336. It could happen as late as next week. But we would be looking for that pretty quick with a daily close above 308. If Tesla cannot close daily above 308, then it's very likely we come back down here into this pivotal area, basically the 272 to 280 area, 275. A little bit of short-term support here. Ultimately, if this fails, we're easily back down this week to 252, and I don't think we'll see 228. At this stage of the game during the week, but this weekly top is going to be very critical for this particular stock. Ultimately, we likely are going to get a failure at 306 or a little bit higher, come down temporarily, sit on 270, 272, 275. When this breaks, we should easily get to our ultimate target of 252. We are looking for another opportunity to go long in Tesla. The long term looks still promising, but this weekly top is likely to give us some pullback. If we can't get 308, we'll watch 308 very earlier in the week. We're going to be watching for this. We may end up shorting Tesla. We may put out a short call here in the Discord channel in the next day or two, but we'll be watching this very early in the week. So this is one of our important upside targets. It was reached on Friday. We'll see if we can close above that and open up the door to our 336 price objective. If that cannot happen, once again, we'll simply come back down to 270s. So we're watching Tesla, taking no immediate action on this particular stock. Let's move over to NVIDIA, certainly one of the most important stocks in the tech sector. We can see here that, once again, we've come off of a very important level that we talked about here at GTraderPro recently, again, going back to April 7th in that nice decline. The $88 price range was extremely important. There was a long signal right there at $88. We've run up nicely, pulled back, and have continued up to this very, very critical this week area of resistance from 117 to 121. Recently, we said that the 110 level would bring us back down to 104, which it did. We called for that move when we said our traders could go long at 104. We should easily get to 117 to 120, 121. So some of our traders are long from the 104 level. That was a very important level reached a little over a week ago, and we've advanced right to where our targets would be. So we're exiting long positions up here between 117 and 121. This will be very important this week. If we have hit that weekly top, we will certainly start to settle back and retest some of these areas on the way back down. Our first price target on a failure up here would be 110. Below that, we'd once again be looking for 104. Long-term, stock looks very promising. We do want to be buyers on a pullback. We do think that this week or next, we're likely to get this top in. we're watching 121 most critical. If this stock can get through the 121 price tag, it would attempt 134, which would be an excellent objective and a very likely place for us to short the market as well. So our early eyes will be on the 117 to 120 level. Early in the week, Monday, Tuesday, we'll see how this goes, and we'll keep you updated. Our next stock is Microsoft. Let's take a look at Microsoft. Very similar to the others, NVIDIA. We have a nice bottom that we put in here. Again, Microsoft put in a monthly bottom. We ultimately want to be buyers on pullbacks for the long term, but in the near term, we've once again run into some obstacles up here. We could not get through 440. We did make it through last week over the last couple of days, the 436 price, very nearby 442. I'll be keeping my eyes on this price right here early in the week with the potential, if we can get through there, for 448, 453. This is going to be much more important resistance up here. It's very likely that our weekly top will struggle with these prices and will fall back. We can see we had this nice gap up on the earnings, and it's very likely that once our top is in, we're going to come back down. My expectation is to come back down to the 395 level, where we would potentially be putting out a long trade on the stock. But I think we're going to run into trouble here on our weekly top. We may consider putting out a short trade on the stock, especially if we can achieve the 448 to 453 levels. So keep your eyes on those prices in Microsoft early on in the week. Next up is Amazon. Another stock with a monthly bottom that has run into a weekly top. And so this is going to be another important juncture. Notice that they paused this week on Friday at the 192 level. This was one of our objectives on the upside. Just above it, if they can muster a little bit more strength, 195, the real big objective would be the 201 level. We'll see. Once again, it would most likely come in early in the week, probably prior to Wednesday. If they're going to do that, we would absolutely take a short there. Just for, again, a multi-day decline or pullback. Long-term objective ultimately is going to be 211. That comes off a very large time frame. I don't necessarily expect that to happen here this week, although it is possible. It's not something I'm really expecting. So we're going to keep our eyes keenly. We're not taking any action on Amazon right now. But again, if we can get up to the 201 or slightly better, that may prompt us to put out a short trade on Amazon just for a pullback. The natural place to pull back to would be 187 to 184. And there's a look at Amazon. Let's move over to Apple. Apple, one of the weaker stocks in the stable that we're following here, really showing weak performance here. Again, another stock that's bounced nicely off of the lows. Very nice rally, but has pulled back. They should have been able to get up here to the 217 level recently, and they could not reach 217, which is why they pulled back to 198. We alerted our traders in GTraderPro that really the objective should have been 217. A good, healthy Apple should have been able to reach that. If they could not, that they would decline back to 198, which is what they've done. We're watching 198 very carefully as we come into the new week. A failure to close 198 daily, if we start closing back below it, we should, no big deal, but get back down to 187. And that is a position we would take a hard look at getting long on Apple once they come down here. So our eyes are on 198 this week, kind of make or break, and we'll be keeping an eye on there. Again, not putting any trades out just yet on Apple stock. Let's take a look at Meta now. Meta. Again, another stock with a nice bounce off of this April bottom that we've put in. But yet again, we'll see where they want to get to early in this week. Another stock that's putting in some highs this week. Very likely, it's possible that the highs in Meta are in. Wasn't crazy about the close on Friday below 595. Now, only a couple of points below it, but still nonetheless below 595 is a little bit of a weaker daily close. If we maintain daily closes below 595, I'll be looking for 570 to come back and get retested. Again, we'll be looking, we may put out a trade alert on Meta while it's below, closing daily below 595. If they could hop back above this level and start closing early in the week above 595, my target would be 6.25. So again, we'll take a look at this, but as we come into the new week, keep your eyes, if you like Meta, keep your eyes on 595. It's weaker below it for a price target of 570 at the very least. Otherwise, below there, we'd get back down to the 550s. Above 595 is the stronger position short term, and we're looking at 6.25. That's Meta. That leaves MicroStrategies, our last stock that we are following and perhaps putting out a trade alert. They closed nicely. Again, another stock that has just come up really nicely off of these April lows. Again, put in a weekly top here last week. And so we're going to be watching anxiously as we get into Monday's trade. 407 is the important price to watch there. If we start closing daily below the 406, 407 price, make sure they're enough of below it. That would end up targeting down here into the 350 to 340s. So it could be a nice pullback underway. Just a pullback in a nice uptrend, but that could trigger a short trade if we can close daily below 407. If they continue, I should say, to trade above 407, they could reach this week in the final stages of this top that they're going to put in 462 price objective. That would be a major price completion for the stock, and I would likely be putting out a short trade as we approach 462. So stay tuned for that. Keep your eyes peeled if you like MicroStrategies and you're looking for a trade. 407, close below it, it would be weaker, and the price objective would be 350 or so. Staying above 407, we would continue to look and see if we can get up to 462. So these are our major levels here this week coming up in MicroStrategies. So that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss an update. Join the free Discord community for our daily insights and trader chat. Link down in the description, and be sure to visit GTraderPro.com for one-on-one training, tools, and resources. And please be sure to follow us on social media to stay connected with the GTraderPro ecosystem. And I look forward to seeing you next week in our next video. Stay tuned. It's going to be an important week coming up. Thanks again.